David Winans, a brand new body and graphic scheme on that number 5. Great looking machine. He starts 7th. And our fast qualifier, Jacob Mann, in the 14th from Pioneer, Ohio, going to start 8th. The rest of your lineup, Tom Blackburn in the 80, Stephen Dolphin in the 15, Justin Oberlin in the 6. Got a long ways to come. Tom Wiedemann, the veteran racer, Harold Patrick in the 18. We're not gonna mess around here. We're gonna turn them loose for 30 laps. Mike Murphy, Scott Coe, who's gonna get the jump, leading them into 3. Good looking start off of 4. Green flags in the air. We're racing. Open wheel modified. On the high banks, Murphy trying to stay hard on the bottoms. Coe gets the run on the outside. He's gonna take the top spot. A 65 pulling pit side. Scott Coe leads lap number 1. So problems early for Mike Miller. He's unable to complete a first lap, and what big problems for Mike Murphy on the backstretch. The big benefactor in this deal has more contact back in the field. We're still green. The 19 of Russ Miller with a flat left rear tire for Russ Miller. White flags in the air. 29 laps to go for Scott Coe. He's on the point. Russ Miller with a little bit of damage. Let's see if he can still keep it going from the 2nd spot. Mike Murphy right there. If there's problems with the 19 off of turn number 4, green flag. Oh, contact before they even make it to the start-finish line. Tom Wiedemann got the hook from the back. I believe off the front bumper of the 17 at Hammond. If I'm not mistaken, tire rub on the 17. Wiedemann goes around. Scott Coe, a quicker restart this time. Field looks good. Miller looks to the bottom. Green flag. Russ Miller looking a little racy. Coe holds on for now, about a car length advantage. A couple more back to Mike Murphy. Eric Schaefer and Don Skaggs battling for 4th. Your fast qualifier, Jacob Mann, taking a look to the bottom of Zach Henderson in the 129. Henderson gets a good run off the top side. Up front, Scott Coe, your early leader. Don Skaggs in the 09, struggling a little bit off the corners, allowing Zach Henderson and Jacob Mann to close right up on the back. All Scott Coe and Russ Miller up front. Schaefer's now broken into the 3rd spot, ahead of Mike Murphy. Skaggs still holding the spot in the top 5. Five laps in, Scott Coe still your leader. Russ Miller 2nd. Caution as a spin. Looks like Branson Mast goes around in turn number 2. The rookie running around in the back of the pack has a spin in turn 2. 5 laps completed. Scott Coe taking a higher line this time through 3 and 4. Puts the hammer down, green flag. Miller once again with a good restart, but off of turn number 2, Scott Coe pulls away. Eric Schaefer now right there on the back bumper. Schaefer takes a look to the bottom. Schaefer's under Miller. Side by side, wheel to wheel for 2nd off of turn number 2. Miller can't get it to bite. Eric Schaefer grabs the 2nd spot. Miller back to 3rd. Mike Murphy 4th. A power move by Jacob Mann, your fast qualifier. Takes it to the top side and gets around Zach Henderson. Mann now going to try the same line through 3 and 4 and try to pass the 09 of Skaggs. Keep your eyes on the 14 of Mann as he tries to navigate his way through traffic. The 09 of Skaggs holds him off for now up front. Scott Coe still your leader. Eric Schaefer now within a car length. Scott Coe right in front. Schaefer right in his tire tracks. Jacob Mann now taking a look to the inside of Skaggs, and Skaggs slipped off of turn 2 a little bit. Russ Miller also getting sideways, and Mike Murphy is going to grab the 3rd spot. So Russ Miller running good early, but now drops back to 4th, move Murphy up to 3rd. 2-car breakaway, 10 laps in. A third of the way through this 30-lap main event. The one of Branson Mast. Off the pace, he takes it pit side. Tightening up front, just a half a car length. Eric Schaefer stalking the back of the 28 of Coe. Trying to pick a spot to make his move. Down the back stretch, looks slow. Coe shuts the door into 3 and 4 this time. Oh, Don Skaggs. Caution flag out, red flag now. As Don Skaggs broke something through 3 and 4, went full throttle. Looks like the throttle stuck on Skaggs. Russ Miller, your fast qualifier. Jacob Mann, your top 5. Zach Henderson, 6. David Winan, Stephen Dolphin, Tommy Blackburn, Justin Oberlin. As they pick the pace back up, we're ready to turn them back loose. Buckle down, 18 more laps. Scott Coe, a lot of pressure from Eric Schaefer. Here they come off of turn number 4. We're back racing. Single file through the front 10 or so. Justin Oberlin trying to take a spot away from Tom Blackburn back in the pack. Jacob Mann, whoa, contact. Jacob Mann gets into the left rear of Russ Miller. And a chain of events caused some more problems over there in 1 and 2. But Jacob Mann had a run on the bottom. Russ Miller shut the door. There was contact. Scott Coe, Eric Schaefer, Mike Murphy, Russ Miller, Zach Henderson, your top 5. Gonna try one more time off turn number 4. Green flag. Eric Schaefer right in the tire tracks. Watching Scott Coe's every move off turn 4 as we complete lap number 13. Back in the pack, Justin Oberlin and Harold Patrick fighting for a spot. Right behind them, Jacob Mann. He's passed 3 cars since the restart. Still a long way to go to get back up to the top. After that incident with Russ Miller. Zach Henderson now putting the pressure on the 19. 2-car breakaway up front. Scott Coe, Eric Schaefer. Murphy holding 3rd. Miller washes up to the outside. Here comes Henderson to the bottom. Zach Henderson pulls alongside and makes the pass as Zach Henderson grabs 4th. Russ Miller back to 5th. Winans right there in 6th. That Henderson has the 4th spot. He sets his sights on the 22 of Murphy, that black car in front of him. Henderson closes it down, but Mike Murphy holds him down the back stretch. The 2/3 point, 20 laps in, 10 to go. Scott Coe, still your leader. Schaefer right there. Jacob Mann passing Blackburn, so the 14 picks up another spot. Move him up to 8, so a great job by Jacob Mann after going to the back. starting to catch lap traffic. The 51 of Jeff Schmidt, the one of Branson Mast, will probably be caught before this one's over. 8 laps to go for Coe. Schaefer's right there. The 51 of Schmidt trying to hold it down as the leaders are coming. Here comes Coe. Schaefer right behind him. Murphy, Henderson. Winans trying to make the pass on Russ Miller now. Henderson putting the pressure on Murphy. The leaders work around the 51 of Schmidt. He keeps it down, no problems. Coe now has open racetrack for about a full straightaway. 6 laps to go. Zach Henderson still battling with the 22 of Murphy for that 3rd position as he watches the leaders get away. 5 laps to go for Scott Coe. Looks like Eric Schaefer might have pushed the envelope a little too hard, and Coe saved something as he starts to pull away. Schaefer tries a little higher line, but nothing gained. If anything, he loses ground on Coe. 4 laps to go this time. Problems in turn 1 and 2 again. A battle between the 22 of Mike Murphy. Looks like he might have got the bumper from the 129 of Zach Henderson. One more run at it for Schaefer and Murphy, but Scott Coe gonna try to bring it home. 5 laps to go as they roll into 3. A little bumper tag here off of 4, green flag. Schaefer right there with them. Henderson looking under Murphy once again. Here comes Eric Schaefer making a run at it. Looks high, now low off of 4. 4 laps to go for Scott Coe. Jacob Mann taking the spot away from Stephen Dolphin. Dolphin trying to battle back on the outside. Nothing doing. Jacob Mann grabs 7th up front. 3 laps to go as Scott Coe flashes by the start-finish line. Zach Henderson still trying to get that 3rd spot away from Murphy. Murphy holds him off. After a couple laps, Eric Schaefer just not able to hang. Caution out. It's like the 51 of Jeff Schmidt tried to limp that car back to the pits. Not underpowered. He stopped right at the exit of the speedway, a safety issue, so the caution flies. 27 laps in now. One more chance for Eric Schaefer and company. Scott Coe takes that high line through 3 and 4, cuts it down to the bottom and puts it to the middle. Green flag. Like previous restarts, Schaefer able to stay right with Coe for a couple laps. That's all he needs. 3 more times. 2 to go as they cross the line. Jacob Mann taking a peek to the outside of David Winans. That's for the 6th position. White flag this time. Scott Coe got him covered tonight. Eric Schaefer not able to do anything with him. About 3 car lengths back as they work their way off a 2 for the final time. Scott Coe out for a Saturday evening cruise, and he's going to take the checker. Scott Coe wins the open wheel modified opener. Eric Schaefer 2nd, Mike Murphy, Zach Henderson, and Russ Miller, your top 5.